Now, this isn't the normal type of video that I make here on the channel. However, I wanted to make a video explaining all the Thread Interactive drama that has been going on. So if you don't already know what I'm talking about, I'll start from the beginning. There's another creator here on YouTube called Thread Interactive who has grown a YouTube channel and big audience very quickly by creating videos criticizing game developers, optimization in games, and Unreal Engine 5 features like Nanite. He claims to be the savior of one of the most suppressed groups of people on the planet, the gaming community, and he's making lots of videos criticizing Epic, Unreal Engine, claiming to be the god of optimization, the savior of games, here to fix Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, a lot of his videos come off as very arrogant, almost implying that he knows more or better than the actual game developers who have literally wrote the code for Unreal Engine, and apparently he's asking for $900,000 to pay a team of graphic programmers to modify UE5 source code so that he can basically make a better or more optimized version of UE5, better than I guess Epic's own developers. By the way, you don't need $1 million to do this. You can literally download UE5 source code for free, modify the engine, but I guess the $900,000 is to hire a team because he can't actually do it himself. Anyways, he's made a lot of videos that have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. Take this video for example, titled Epic's Unreal Optimization Disaster, Why Nanite Tanks Performance, and basically he goes on to bag on Unreal Engine 5 and Nanite, spreading tons of misinformation, and it has gotten out of hand to the point where actual game developers have come forward and debunked, disproven a lot of the points in his videos. And in fact, this developer on Twitter posted a video in direct response addressing this particular video, and I'll show the clip for context.
This example is claiming that Nanite is bad. This is literally the meaning of the video, why Nanite tank performances. And saying a lot of things, taking a lot of graphic to demonstrate his idea, using a lot of technical words. But one more time, from someone who is working in the field, it's pretty clear that the guy doesn't even know what he's talking about, or doesn't understand the purpose of Nanite, or how to use Nanite, and this is why he achieves those tests. So, one simple fact, here there is 18 meshes of 30k polygon.
One of these meshes
this is what is claimed.
Triangles, and we have significant overdraw on most of the screen. Nanite is still slower. In fact, it's slower than the total millisecond time.
And he demonstrates basically Nanite is slower, blah blah blah, etc etc. And this is right, this is totally right. Nanite is slower on his example. Now, let me show you some examples. So you see the scene, right now it's running at 5 FPS, pretty terrible. And here you can see on my game tree I have another, some overhead, but not so much. And the reason mostly is the draw suite, with like totally a bottleneck on my thing. And why? This is because those meshes is 2 million polygon each one, and they need, this is way too much if you don't use Nanite. So let's just turn on Nanite, up, and we are on max FPS. Make the FPS like full, and you can see Nanite solve the issue. So, why? Why this is like this, and why his test is bad, and things like this. So, it's totally true to say Nanite have high base cost. Basically, if you are doing a cel shading game with not a lot of detail, Nanite is absolutely pointless, like zero interest. And older technology with LOD system and stuff like this will work much better. Most of video games today have something like between 5 and 20 million polygon on the scene. And if you try to reach above 20 million, 30 million, even for your GPU, it starts to, bottleneck, and you start to have some issues. I'm making things very simply, it's a bit more complicated than that, but just to give an idea. And the thing is with Nanite, those things is not an issue anymore. Okay, so you can go way above, but the thing to understand, it's useful to use Nanite only if you want to go above this. If you don't want to go above this, this is pointless.
Basically, the developer explained that Thread Interactive's video calling Nanite tanking performance is misleading because the whole reason for Nanite is if you want to have millions upon millions of triangles, and in Thread Interactive's video, he only showed 18 or so meshes with about 30k triangles each, showing that having Nanite enabled is bad in this case, which is true. And this developer debunked and showed an example where he had all these meshes that had each millions of triangles running at 5 frames per second without Nanite enabled. And then with Nanite enabled, he had a massive jump from 5 FPS to over 100 FPS. So what is the real answer? Is Nanite ruining performance in games, or does it actually make it better? Well, basically Nanite should be used in only certain cases where you want to go over a certain triangle count. So say you wanted to have a photorealistic game with millions of triangles for detail. In that case, you'd obviously want to go with Nanite. But if you want to make a simple cell shader stylized game, you shouldn't use Nanite in that particular case. But Thread Interactive is making it sound like Nanite is just complete trash for performance, shouldn't be used at all, and that the developers over at Epic are just incompetent, when in reality he actually doesn't know there are certain use cases for these features. Instead, he goes with the narrative that UE5 is ruining gaming, and that's just not all the points that have been debunked. There was actually a full lengthy Reddit post on r/Unreal Engine that was made debunking a lot of his videos and the points that he brought up, but it was actually magically removed from the subreddit. Apparently someone actually archived the full post in Google Drive, so if you want to read up on that, you can do it on your own time. But you must be wondering, what is Threat Interactive's response to all the claims being made against him? What is his actual reply? Well, it seems that the dev that made that Twitter video got blocked, and you'll notice that there's actually a pattern like this every time that someone brings up valid criticism against Threat Interactive. He either removes the comment, blocks the person, locks the Twitter comments, or even goes as far as submitting a false copyright claim to remove other people's YouTube videos, which is illegal, by the way. So what am I talking about? Well, this Dallas Drapu guy made a video debunking Threat Interactive, criticizing him and bringing up some valid points, and the original video had clips of Threat Interactive, which Dallas was reacting to and debunking the misinformation that Threat Interactive was spreading. And the original video got apparently up to 5,000 views before it magically disappeared off YouTube. And who removed it off YouTube, you may ask? Well, Threat Interactive, or Kevin. So if you actually click on the link to the video, it will show that it was removed via a false copyright takedown, which the purpose of the DMCA takedown on videos is for removing content that doesn't fall under fair use, which Threat Interactive openly admits to abusing the YouTube copyright takedown system on Twitter, stating that Threat Interactive will remove videos that spread false or defamatory claims about our company. Well, guess what? Even if that video had any defamatory claims, that gives you absolutely no grounds to remove any video off of YouTube, because that is not even remotely close to what the YouTube copyright takedown system is used for. So it seems that Threat Interactive is just removing any video that is openly criticizing him or debunking the lies that he's spreading. Anyways, after removing the video, Dallas Drapu re-uploaded a modified video, removing the clips of Threat Interactive because of concern of copyright takedown. So even though it fell under fair use, and this video got even more traction, getting over 8,000 views in just a day. And if you haven't watched the video, I highly recommend that you do. There's some great points that are brought up. However, it sucks because the original video had, direct clips and points in context, but he had to remove those clips due to copyright concern. And Dallas actually explained that the original video was removed due to Threat Interactive's false copyright claim, and he's currently appealing the original video, trying to get it reinstated or re-uploaded on YouTube. Now apparently the false copyright takedown was just enough to turn his entire fan base against him, because a few hours later he actually deleted his entire Discord server, or his Discord community. And on Twitter, he would go on to state that, "Please note, we deleted our Discord because we wanted to focus on more productive platforms," to which I quote tweeted, "Translation, our community turned on us when we abuse YouTube's copyright tools to remove someone's video criticizing us." Anyways, it seems that a lot of other people agree that the Discord was removed because of the Discord members criticizing Threat Interactive for the false copyright takedown. And as it stands, it seems like he is not going to address any of the valid criticism or videos or statements that developers are making against some of the misinformation that he's spreading in his videos, and he's basically acting like nothing is happening. And at the time of uploading this video, until we hear anything new from him or any additional information, I'll make another video updating everyone. But as it stands right now, it seems like he's just going to ignore everything and go on like nothing is happening. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't usually make this type of video, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And that's pretty much it, so I'll see you guys in the next one.